So we have the activity 1.5. The first question here is define the function x divided by x square minus 5x plus 6. Which of the following options is or are true? Okay, so the first option tells us limit x tends to 0, f of x does not exist. So whether, if you want to find know whether the limit exists or not, we have to find for which value this function tends to infinity, right? So this function tends to infinity wherever we have 1 by 0 or something in this form. So the denominator of this function should not be equal to 0. So for which values of x this denominator goes to 0, that we have to find out. So we'll just equate it and factorize, and we have found out the roots of the equation. We know that at x equal to 3 and x equal to 2, this function goes to infinity, right? So the limit x tends to 2 and x tends to 3 does not exist. So these two options are ruled out. So now what happens? Limit x tends to 0. If x tends to 0, in the numerator we will be having 0, and in the denominator we will have 6. So the final answer is 0, right? So this does exist. So the first option is wrong. So what happens to the option B? Option B, we have limit x tends to 1 of f of x. If we substitute 1 here, so we'll have 1 divided by 1 minus 5 plus 6, right? So again we'll have 1 by 2. So this option is correct. Second question, we have define a function f of x equal to, so we have a function something like this, f of x equal to 1 and minus 1 if x is greater than or equal to 0 and x is less than 0. So something like this, right? So now let us see different options. What do we have? If x equal to 2, if x equal to 2, we have x is greater than or equal to 0, so the f of x value will be 1. So they have given as minus 1. The first option is ruled out. What about second option? Second option, at x equal to 0, at x equal to 0 we will be having the function value as 1. So again this option is we can directly say that this option is right, but we have to check for the left hand and the right hand limit. Okay, so the left hand limit at 0, what will be the left hand limit at 0? If x is tending to 0 from the negative side, meaning that x is less than 0. If x is less than 0, the f of x value will be minus 1. So the left hand limit is minus 1. And what about limit x tends to 0 plus? The right hand limit. The right hand limit is 1, right? So therefore the left hand limit and right hand limit are not equal. Therefore the limit at 0 does not exist. So second option is ruled out. So what about limit x tends to minus 1 by 2? Okay, if x tends to minus 1 by 2, right, limit x tends to, so this is minus, minus 1 by 2, the answer that we'll have is minus 1, because x is less than 0, we'll have minus 1 as the answer. So this option is correct. What about D? Again the left hand limit is minus 1. Yes, this is correct. The right hand limit is plus 1, so this is wrong. So the right hand limit at 0 does not exist. It does exist, right? It is 1. This option is also ruled out. Limit of the function 0 does not exist. Yes, so this option is also correct. What about the last option? Last option says the limit of the function does not exist at any real number. We know that limit does not exist at 0, but it does exist at every other real number, right? So the limit exists at r, not including 0, right? So the next question. So we have a function. So they are asking us to find out the limit at 2. So for limit at 2, we have to find out left hand and the right hand limit. So the left hand limit is if x is approaching 2 from the left side. let's say if this is the number line and this is 2, the x is approaching 2 from the left side, right? So now x is less than 2. If x is less than 2, the function value is x, right? So it is tending towards what? It is tending towards 2. The answer is 2. The left limit exists at 2. This option is right. Wait, so before we tell this is right or wrong, we have to also find the right hand limit. For the right hand limit, the x is approaching from the right side, right? So here the x is greater than 2, right? So if x is greater than 2, what will you have as a function value? The function value will be 5, right? The function value is 5. Since the left hand limit and the right hand limit is not equal, the limit does not exist at 2, right? So the right hand limit exists at 2. Yes, the right hand limit exists at 2. The left limit exists at 2 is 2. Yes, this is also right. The right hand limit at x equal to 2 is -1. This is false, right? So next question. Next question we have a step function, right? So for this one, the first option tells us the left limit at x equal to 1. So right, for the left limit of x equal to 1, we are approaching 1 from the left side, right? From here. So here this is tending towards what? It is tending towards 1. Sorry, this is this is 1, right? Sorry. Okay, so if we are approaching x from the left side, right? If I are approaching x from the left side, so we have the value as what? We have value as 0, right? So at 1 the f of x value is what? F of x value is 1. So if we are approaching from the right side, the limit value is 1, right? So here the left limit is 0, the right limit is 1. So what about second option? Second option tells us the left limit at x equal to 3 is 2. At x equal to 3, the left limit is what? So left limit is 2. This is right. This is also right. Limit exists at x equal to 3. No, the limit does not exist at x equal to 3. Why? Because the right hand limit will be equal to 3. The left hand and right hand limit is not equal. So what about the last option? Limit exists at every point at 2 comma 3. In 2 comma 3, so this is 2 comma 3, right? Here. So the function value at 2 comma 3, I have say somewhere here, the left hand limit as well as the right hand limit tends to what? The value 2. So therefore all the limit exists at 2 comma 3. And what about the second option? Second option, again we know that the left limit at x equal to 3 is 2. The next question. Which of the following is or are true? The left limit at x equal to 0. At x equal to 0, the left limit is what? The left limit will be equal to 0. Yes, so this option is correct. So what about the second option? Limit exists at x equal to 1. At x equal to 1, the left limit will be equal to 0 and the right limit, sorry, at 1, the left limit is equal to 100, the right limit is equal to some value here, right? So these are not equal. So the second option is wrong. What about third option? Third option is limit exists at x equal to 2. At x equal to 2, the function, the curve goes in the graph is a smooth curve, right? So therefore the right limit as well as the left limit tends to 0, right? So this exists. What about fourth option? The limit exists. Wait, so okay. Again, there is a repetition of this option, right? Sorry. So what about this? This is D, E and F. Okay, so the next option, the limit exists at 0. At 0, what is happening? Again, we have left limit and right limit there is a variation, right? So this does not holds good. What about next one? The limit at x equal to 1 by 2. Limit at 1 by 2 somewhere here. Again, the left limit as well as the right limit tends to the same function value, that is 100. So this option is correct. What about limit exists at 1 by 2? Yes, we know that limit exists at 1 by 2, which is 0. No, it is not equal to 0, it is equal to 100. So this option is also false. So now they're asking us to find whether the function is increasing or decreasing. So in the interval 1 comma 3, in 1 comma 3 the function dips and again it rises, so it is not increasing. So function is decreasing in the interval 1 comma 2. From 1 comma 2, yes, there is a slight dip in the curve, so second option is right. Function is decreasing in the interval minus 3 comma 0. Yes, from minus 3 comma 0 there is an exponential decrease in, or a parabolic decrease in the function value, right? So what about the fourth option? In fourth option 2 comma 3 the function is increasing, right? But they have given it is decreasing, so this option is also not true. So the next question, which of the following is or are true? So the first one is the limit x tends to minus 1. What happens if we directly substitute minus 1? If we directly substitute minus 1, we'll have 1, minus into minus plus 6 minus 7 divided by 1 minus 3 plus 2. So we'll have 0 by 0, right? So to simplify this, we'll factorize the numerator as well as the denominator as x minus 7 into x plus 1 divided by x plus 2 into x minus 1. So here x plus 1 and x plus 1 will be cancelled. And now if we substitute x equal to minus 1, we'll have minus 8 as the answer, right? So the first option is right. So what about the second option? In second option, if we substitute 0, what will happen? If we substitute 0, we'll have minus 7, right? 0, so this will be 0 and this will be 0. What about this one? This will be 0 and this will be 0. We'll have minus 7 by 2, but they have given as minus 8, so this option is wrong. What about third option? In third option, if we directly substitute 2, we'll have 2 cube is 8 plus 2 square is 16 minus 6 times 2 is 12 minus 7. So if we simplify, we'll have 5. So this option is also right. What about fourth one? Fourth one, we can factorize this numerator as x minus 3 into x minus 3 divided by x minus 3. 1 x minus 3 will be cancelled. So if we substitute 3 now, we'll have 3 minus 3, that is 0. Okay, so the last question, if the limit extends to infinity 1 by x, right? So what is infinity? Infinity is nothing but 1 by 0. Any number anything which is divided by 0 is infinity, right? Which is not defined basically. So at x tends to infinity, if we directly substitute 1 by 0, the limit value will be equal to 0, right? So the second option, again, x square divided by 1 plus x, if we directly substitute infinity, we'll have infinity by infinity form, right? So this is indeterminate form. So we cannot divide infinity by infinity. So we know we can use a simple rule called as L'Hospital's rule. We can differentiate numerator as well as the denominator independently. The differentiation of x square is 2x. The differentiation of 1 plus x is 1. So now if we substitute infinity, so the answer we'll get is infinity, right? So what they've given is 1. So second option is wrong. First option is right. So what about third option? Third option, the limit extends to minus infinity. Again, if we substitute minus infinity, we'll have infinity by infinity, right? So again, we can directly differentiate using the L'Hospital's rule. So x plus 1 differentiation is 1, to x square differentiation is 2x. So now if we substitute x equal to minus infinity, we'll have 0, right? So this option is also right. So what about fourth option? Fourth option, if we substitute infinity, again we'll have infinity by infinity form. Now to simplify this, we can differentiate. So the differentiation of numerator is 2x plus 1 whole divided by 5x square plus 1, that is 10x, that is only 10x, sorry, there is no plus 1 here, divided by 10x. So now if we substitute limit, if we substitute the limit, what will happen? Again we'll get infinity by infinity form, right? So I will apply L'Hospital's rule once more. So the differentiation of numerator is 2, the differentiation of denominator is 10. So the simplification will have 1 by 5. So the fourth option is also right. So what about fifth option? In fifth option, if I substitute infinity, I'll get again infinity by infinity form. So instead of differentiation, since this is an series, this is a long series, what I'll do is I'll take x to the power of 2021 as common. So if I take it as common, I'll have 1 plus 1 by x plus 1 by x square, and so on up to 1 plus 1 by x to the power 2021. So what happens if I multiply back to it, I'll get the original same series, right? So I'll also take x to the power of 2021 in the denominator as common. Again, what we'll have, I'll have 1 plus 1 by x plus 1 by x square plus 1 by x cube, so on up to here. The last number is 2021. I'll have 2021 divided by 2x to the power of 2021. So now if I substitute infinity as the limit, what will happen? 1 by x form, all 1 by x form, wherever I'll have infinity, right, will be equal to what? Will be equal to 0. So this term will be equal to 0, this term will be 0, and all the terms will be equal to 0, right? So now what is remaining? What is remaining is this 1 in the numerator and 1 in the denominator. So the final answer is 1, but they have given it as 2021. So this option is wrong.